edition of Titan TV News. I'm Patty Margarita.
And I'm Michael Gorman, filling in for Kristen Minzik.
And this is all the news you need to know. On Tuesday, February 13th, Pakistan's ruling party introduced a bill that would ban many sexist traditions, including forced marriages and denying a woman her inheritance. According to the proposed law, whoever coerces or in any manner whatsoever compels a woman to enter into marriage shall be punished with imprisonment for up to 3 years and a fine. The bill, named the Anti-Woman Practices Bill, foresees the same penalty to discourage wani or swara, a tribal custom in which a woman is forced into marriage to settle a dispute between two families or clans. Pakistan has long been under the watch of human rights groups for their gender inequality. The Independent Human Rights Commission of Pakistan said last week that at least 565 women and girls died in 2006 in so-called honor killings, nearly twice as many as the previous year. In December, President Pervez Musharraf signed into law a bill that would make it easier to prosecute rape cases in the courts, in part following through on his promise to make Pakistan a more progressive nation. This new bill would be a big step towards legal equality, but the issue lies in the minds of the people more than anything else. Some men consider it an insult to family honor if a female relative has an affair outside of wedlock or marries without their consent, and view attacking or killing a woman and their partners as a way to restore family honor. Those who accuse Musharraf of trying to introduce Western secular values into the country staged demonstrations across Pakistan to protest against the changes, which they called un-Islamic.
A gunman in Salt Lake City, Utah, killed 5 shoppers Monday night. Police detective Robin Snyder identified the gunman who was shot to death by police as Suleiman Talaveh, 18, who lived in Salt Lake City with his mother. The shooter killed 5 people and wounded 4, including 2 people in the parking lot, another at the entrance to the mall, and several people inside a card store. Shoppers remained in a lockdown for 3 hours until police and escorts could safely take them out of the mall. Marie Smith, 23, a Bath & Body Works manager, saw the gunman through the store window. She watched as he raised his gun and fired at a young woman approaching him from behind. Quote, his expression stayed totally calm. He didn't seem upset or like he was on a rampage, said Smith. The motives behind the shooting have yet to be established.
U.S. researchers have cloned healthy mice from skin cells for the first time. 9 out of 19 mice survived into adulthood. In the study, scientists from Rockefeller University and the Howard Hughes Medical Institute replaced the nucleus from an unfertilized egg with the nucleus from an adult skin stem cell. They used a type of stem cell found in the skin called keratinocytes, which are attractive to scientists because they are easily accessible. Quote, it may one day be possible to generate tailor-made embryonic stem cells from a patient's skin stem cells, said Dr. Elaine Buke, one of the researchers. Scientists hope to develop embryos into blastocytes to harvest embryonic stem cells from them, which can be developed into any other type of cell, such as nerve or muscle cells. Much hope is held that embryonic stem cells will be able to cure many difficult conditions, such as Alzheimer's or heart diseases. But John Martin, professor of cardiovascular medicine at University College London, said, quote, this is a long process that's going to go on for 5 to 10 years before we get anything therapeutic out of it.
North Korea now has 60 days to shut down its Yongbyon nuclear complex and readmit nuclear inspectors, according to the deal doctored this week in the 6-party talks. In return, it will get 50,000 tons of fuel oil or financial aid of an equal amount. Once Pyongyang takes additional steps to disable its nuclear program, including taking inventory of its plutonium stockpile, it will qualify for another 950,000 tons of fuel oil or equivalent aid, according to the terms of the deal. The aid package is worth $300 million. The United States, China, South Korea, Japan, and Russia have been holding talks with North Korean officials since 2002 in an effort to convince Pyongyang to give up its nuclear weapons program. The Bush administration halted fuel shipments agreed by the Clinton White House after North Korea said it was developing a nuclear weapons program in 2002. Now, however, the Bush administration has compromised in that the agreement does not address what will happen to any nuclear weapons North Korea may have stockpiled. Reports have suggested that the country already may have as many as a dozen nuclear bombs. John Bolton, former U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, blasted the New Deal Monday in an interview with CNN, saying it would only encourage other countries trying to secure nuclear weapons because it shows that if a country holds out long enough, the U.S. will eventually compromise. The administration defended the agreement by pointing out that a multilateral compromising agreement is more willing to work in the long run.
Iraqi officials announced on the 13th that the border with Iran and Syria would be closed for 72 hours and extend the hours of a night curfew in Baghdad under a U.S.-backed security plan to rein in violence in the capital. The official speaking on behalf of Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki did not say when the closures would take effect, but another official said to expect it within the next 2 days. That same official said the borders would be only partially reopened after the 72-hour closing. This is part of the effort to lower the casualties and restrict more insurgents from crossing the border to train Iraqis, if that is indeed what's happening. Bombings on Monday killed 77 and wounded scores of others.